Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I thought I would film a chatty get ready with me. Now I don't think I've actually ever done a chatty one of these. I know I've done a couple of get ready with me's, but I've kind of been talking about what makeup I've been using and what I've actually been doing, and I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different and just talk about life with you for a little while I do my makeup. So I will let you know what products I'm using and brushes and all sorts, but I wanted to just go through a few things that I've been loving and a few things that I've been thinking about recently while I do my makeup. So let's get started. So first of all, the last few days I've been in a really funny headspace again. I don't know why that is, but recently I've just been thinking a lot about how people can be either introverts or extroverts, and I think that's because me and Lewis were talking about it last night actually, and I'm just using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Mattifying Base Primer. And I'm sorry if I keep looking this way as well because I've got my mirror there. So yeah, so I've been thinking about this a lot recently, and I would say that I am most definitely an introvert. Now, if you haven't heard of that before, it basically means that I really enjoy being on my own. I don't need lots of social interaction to feel happy or anything like that. I don't get a high amount of enjoyment with being around other people, whereas Lewis is the complete opposite. He loves being around other people, especially ones that he knows, not necessarily not necessarily people he doesn't know, but he loves being around friends. He would go out for drinks every night if he could, whereas I am the complete opposite. If you give me an evening to myself where I can watch TV, watch a film, I am the happiest girl on the planet, and I would much rather do that than go out and go for drinks or anything like that, unless it's been maybe 2 weeks since I last did that. Then I'm up for going out because I do like dressing up and I do like putting my makeup on and feeling good about myself and going out for a few drinks. I do enjoy doing that. I want to stress that I do enjoy that, and I do enjoy seeing other people, and I do enjoy seeing my friends, but I'm not the kind of person who needs that social input constantly. I'm a much more I am more than happy to not see anybody for 2 weeks, maybe even longer. I could quite happily go a month without seeing anyone, and it's not that I don't want to see them, it's just I don't feel the need to see somebody that often. So I just thought it was a bit of an interesting thought. I've been thinking about it a lot recently, how people are so different in sort of the social things that they need in their life. Loads of people obviously much more enjoy being social than not, but I'm just not one of those people. I want to stress though that obviously I do enjoy seeing my friends, and the concealer that I just used, by the way, was the Rimmel London Wake Me Up concealer in the colour 010 Ivory. I do enjoy seeing my friends, obviously, I always have the best night, but I don't need it that often. And I know a lot of people who become quite dependent on that social interaction, and if they haven't seen people for a long while, if they don't talk to somebody for the whole day, they can get really down, which in a way I'm jealous of them. It must be so nice to constantly want to be around people, especially if you have people constantly around you. But what I worry is that people who constantly need that, if you can't get it, then what do you do? If people can't be there for you all the time, and I learned that a long time ago, and I just feel I am better off being an introvert and being somebody who doesn't need people, because when they're not around I don't mind. Whereas other people, I'm using Lewis as a explanation. He knows, we spoke about this last night, and he will say to you I get upset if I don't see my friends for a certain amount of time. I need to go out for drinks at least a few nights a week, which he does with me obviously, but obviously with other people he's quite sociable. He loves his friends and stuff like that, and obviously I love my friends and everything, but I don't know how to explain it without sounding like I'm such a horrid person who never likes to see humans, because that's not the case. It's just, I worry that, like, if you're like that, what do you do if you can't meet up with your friends for like a good amount of time? Or if you were to live on your own, or if you were to be by yourself, if I wasn't in a relationship, like, I know I would be okay because I'm very independent and I don't need it, but it's wonderful to have. Whereas some people like really need it, like need it to be happy. So sorry guys, my camera cut out again, sorry about that. Where was I? So yeah, so I just find it quite interesting that some people need that, because I would find that really worrying if I was like dependent on other people for my happiness, because surely that can only end badly. Like, if you need people, and the foundation, sorry I keep stopping to talk about makeup, and the foundation I'm using is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hours in the colour 015 Porcelain, because I am porcelain. So yeah, so I know it's just something I've been thinking about a lot recently, and I don't know why, but it just piqued my interest for some reason, and I just thought it was an interesting topic. So let me know in the comments down below, like, how you feel about that, and if you're an introvert or an extrovert or somewhere in between. I just think it's a really interesting thing to talk about, and just, yeah, just an interesting topic of conversation. Anyway, what else have I been up to? I've absolutely been obsessed with The Office, the US version, recently. Oh my gosh, I'm on season 3. I've watched about 3 seasons in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm just obsessed with it. Like, it is such an amazing TV show. I've never actually watched the UK version, which I understand is weird because that is like the first version that came out, and then the American one is based off of that. But I'm just obsessed with the American one. Like, the Jim and Pam storyline, I don't want to like do any spoilers, but I've got to like the good parts. I'm hoping you know what I mean by that, where it's kicking off. But I'm just obsessed with that storyline, and for any of you that watch the US Office, I'm sure you'll know what I talk about when I say the Pam and Jim storyline, because obviously it is like a love story in the background of the main story, although it's not really a main story, it's one of those like sitcoms kind of thing. So there's just like different mini stories each week, but oh, I'm so obsessed. I absolutely love it. Like, it's all I can think about. It just brings back memories of like when you have like a crush on someone and stuff like that. It was so funny. It's just very, very hilariously done. Hilariously done? That's not English. It's just so funny. It's like proper my kind of humour. If any of you who don't know me in real life, my humour is very that kind of TV show, like Parks and Recreation. If you watch Parks and Rec, I love anything where it's those sort of like mock documentary sitcoms, like where they sit down and talk to the camera, or where they look at the camera. Like, I'm all about that. It just makes me laugh so much, and they're very subtle, clever jokes, which I think are really funny. I don't like obvious punchlines or obvious jokes. I like little undercover ones, like that are just in a response to somebody, and everyone moves on because it's not like funny in their life, it's funny looking at them and them saying that. It's like little stuff like that just makes me super happy. So absolutely been loving The Office, really, really obsessed with it. I could go into it 10 times more, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't watched it, because I want to talk about everything. And like, I've honestly, like, I was at work and on my lunch break I was watching like mini YouTube clips of like Pam and Jim highlights. I'm such a loser, but I just get super obsessed with stuff. Like, oh, I just love a good plot line. So that's been my new obsession. And what am I up to this week? So this week's going to be quite exciting. So it's Friday today that I'm filming this, and this weekend we've got Lewis's little sister. I say little, she's 14, so she's not that little. Lewis's younger sister coming over for the weekend. Oh, and the thing I just used there was the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Cushion de Sol. I just put that all over and then blend it in with my beauty blender just to use as a bronzer. And it's nice because it's a cream bronzer as well. I've talked about this before. So yeah, so I've got Lewis's younger sister coming to stay with us. He has 2 younger sisters, they're his half sisters. And yeah, she's the eldest out of the 2, and she's just coming to stay with us for the weekend because she's at that age now where she, you know, she's like 14, everything's like super exciting. It's really cool to like come and stay with your brother and his girlfriend, I guess. So she's super excited about it, and she loves coming to Brighton. She loves music and stuff like that, and we have the great resident record store, so I know she loves it there. It's not going to be her first time going there, but she really enjoys going there, so I think we're going to take her there and surprise her with a few bits. It's also Washed Out Festival this weekend in Brighton, which I went to last year, so I'll link the video for that because I vlogged that weekend and it was really, really fantastic. So we haven't got tickets to it this year, but you can go to the gigs separately. So we're going to try and take Evie to a few of those. There is a band that I know she really loves. The blush I was using was the Soap and Glory Glow All Out blush in the colour Shimmer Switch. Yeah, I know there's a band that she really wants to see, but they're on at 8:30, which is the cut-off point for under 18s. They cut under 18s off at 8 o'clock, so I'm really upset because I really wanted to get tickets to see that band for her, but I don't think she'll be allowed in. So I'm hoping that there'll be some bands on in the day that we'll be able to take her to. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So we'll have to see. I'm not going to vlog it this weekend because I just want to spend time with her and make sure she has a really good weekend down here, because I know she's super excited. And then last Sunday I was supposed to have a photo shoot with a girl called Stacey Louise White, which I will I'll put all her stuff in the description box so you can go see her. She's a fantastic photographer, mainly based with like fashion and bloggers and stuff, and she's just really, really great. And we've been talking a lot, and we planned a photo shoot last Sunday, and of course the weather on Saturday was absolutely gorgeous. I went up the Shard. I filmed my come shopping with me video that day. It was beautiful weather, and then the Sunday when we were supposed to go for the shoot, it poured with rain all day long, so we had to cancel the shoot. So we are planning it again for next Sunday, so that will be, I want to say, what date is that? It'll be the 22nd. So I'm super excited to do like a proper shoot with like a real photographer. Obviously like Lewis and my dad take my pictures for me for my blog at the moment, which I really, really appreciate, and I think they do a fantastic job. Like, I'm really happy with how my pictures come out, but I just thought it'd be interesting to get like a few pictures that are professionally done. And she does it for a really good price as well, which swayed me obviously because that does help. And I'm really excited to do like a proper shoot, so that should be really good. The highlighter I just used was the Topshop highlighter. I've literally had this years. It's my favourite, in the colour Crescent Moon. I am pretty sure they do still sell this, but it's in completely different packaging now, I believe. So yes, I'm super excited for this weekend and next weekend. Both should be really, really good. I don't know if I'm going to do eyeshadow today. What do you think? I haven't been doing it recently. I've really been enjoying just like a really natural makeup look. Like, this is my base finished. Super, super natural. Just not full coverage at all. Really sheer. You can still see my freckles through. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but in real life you can still see my freckles through. I just like to keep it super natural recently. I just don't like too much makeup. So the next thing I'm going to do is my brows, and I've been using the Benefit Precisely My Brow, although this has now run out, so I'm really sad, but I'm trying to use like the last little scrapes on the end. What else? So yeah, my blog and my YouTube are going really, really well. I still love doing it, and it's I'm actually loving it more since I opened up the blog as well, because doing the two just really lets me be super creative, and it lets me sort of, I love doing the writing for the blog and not just making it all videos on my channel. I just love doing it. Sorry, it's really hard to do your brows and talk at the same time. I just love doing the writing for the blog. It really makes me happy. It's nice to use photography and pictures on the blog. And I love doing the videos for YouTube every week as well. So for those of you that are new, I do a YouTube video every Friday at 6 PM, or one goes up. And on my blog, no, sorry, oh my god, I can't believe I just got that wrong. How many years have I been doing this? So on my YouTube, a video goes up every Monday at 6 PM, and on my blog, a post goes up every Friday at 6 PM. So do keep up, because that's 2 things a week. So I'm really happy that I've been keeping up with that as well, and that I've actually been able to do 2 things a week, a vlog and a video and a blog post, because it is really difficult. I work full time, I work really long hours. I do 41 hours in 4 days. For those of you that don't know, I'm a nanny, and it's difficult because yes, I do get Fridays off, but I work until really late on all the other days, so I don't get time in the evening. And I don't like eating into my weekend, so I do try and pack everything into Friday, hence what I'm doing today. That's my plan for today. So I've got lots to do today, so it's fantastic. I'm really, really grateful. And I'm just like really happy that I've been able to put content up every single week. Even if I've missed like one blog post, a video's gone up, so there's been content, and if I miss a video, a blog post has gone up. So that's another thing I love about doing both, is if I can't always make one for 1 week, I've got the other to rely on. So every week I am still posting content, and I've really been putting a lot of work into my Instagram lately. I'm really branding it as Ray of Style, and it's not, you know, got silly pictures of me anymore on it. It's like, I'm trying to make it much more professional and much more blog and YouTube related, without being too like promo-y, but obviously I do have to promote both on there. But I've just been like really upping my game with my photos, so do go check out my Instagram. It's @rayofstyle_, because I've been putting a lot of work into that and trying to get like actually like take photos for Instagram alone, and not just like of food while I'm out, but like photograph pictures on my proper camera, put them on my phone, and then I've got like really good quality pictures for my Instagram content. So I'm trying to make that a lot more professional. Do go follow me on my Twitter as well, because that's where you'll find all the links to the YouTube videos, because I haven't got enough people on Instagram yet to have the little swipe up thing on my Instagram stories, which drives me crazy, because I feel like it'd be a lot easier for you guys to watch my videos and go straight to my blog if I had that feature on my Instagram stories, because I know I promote stuff on my Instagram, but you can't always go straight to it from Instagram. You have to like go and physically search it, which isn't always convenient for people. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But yeah, absolutely loving it. So it just makes me really happy. It's something that I look forward to doing every week. I get really excited about launching stuff each week, and on a Monday and a Friday, and I get like, it's nice doing 2 things a week over 1. I much prefer it than just doing a video every Monday. I love that I started the blog. It was such a good decision. I was worried that I was going to give myself too much work to do with a full-time job as well, but I'm finding it doable, so I'm really happy about that. And I just love the writing section of it. I love doing the writing for it. It's another creative outlet for me that I really, really enjoy. So yes, if you haven't gone and checked the blog out already, please do, because a lot of work goes into designing it and doing all the blog posts for it, and same with my YouTube. Like, I don't think people realise quite how much work does go into all of this. Like, you see an edited version of my videos, but they've taken hours to make, literally hours, and time and money. So please go and watch, and do subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're new, please go watch some of my previous videos, because I really hope that you'll enjoy them. The brow product that I just used was the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper in the colour, I want to say medium. Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, it doesn't say. How funny. I think it's medium or medium dark. I'm not entirely sure. So I literally just brush through my brows with the brow gel. I don't do anything fancy. I like them to look quite natural and bushy. And I think all I'm going to do, I'm going to be really boring today, guys, and just put like one eyeshadow colour on, because that's kind of what I've been doing, if even that actually. Like, a lot of the days I've just not even been bothering with eyeshadow at all, and I've quite liked it actually. I'm just going to take a nice brightening colour. This is the Maybelline the Nudes palette. It's just really nice for travelling, and I've just kept it in my makeup bag recently. So I'm just taking this matte light colour and then a little bit of a shimmer colour. I don't want it too shimmery. And I'm just literally going to wash that all over my eyelid and a little bit underneath. And it's just going to brighten the area. It's not really going to show, but it's just going to make sure that my foundation stays uncreased there, and it just brightens that area a little bit. And then the last thing I'm going to do is mascara, and I flip-flop between lots of different mascaras. The one I'm going to use today, and it's one that I keep going back to, is the Volume Million Lashes Feline by L'Oreal Paris. Hope you can still get this because I got this a couple of months ago, but I really like this mascara. It's like a plastic curved wand. It's a bit like the Maybelline Lash Sensational, if you like that one. And it just super lengthens your lashes and like picks up every single lash. So that's what I really like about it, while still looking very natural, which is kind of the word that I would use to describe my makeup probably. I really like toned, I mean I always did natural makeup, but I've toned it down even more than before recently. Oh, I hate when you get sleep in your eye. Yeah, so it's like I would say it's even more, this is probably the most natural makeup I've done. And I really have been liking it, because I'm one of those people that actually does quite like not wearing makeup out. And I really, not in a boastful way, but I do really like how my face looks without makeup on. I'm more than happy to go out without makeup. So I really just use makeup to like enhance what I've already got. I hope it doesn't come across like boastful. I just really enjoy not wearing makeup, and I just think my face looks fine without it. And I've got lots of freckles which I like to show, so I try and wear the least amount of makeup that I can. So I hope that's coming across in this video. But yeah, I'd say that was about it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned a little bit about me, because I very rarely get to talk about just life in general. I'm normally talking about fashion and whatever, like with my blog, my videos. So yeah, so I hope you got to like learn a little bit about me and what's been going on in my life. I'd love to know what's going on in yours, so do leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out the description, because everything I've talked about will be linked down below as well. And don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and do go check out my blog rayofstyle.co.uk as well. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!